It's not working. Oh, I'm scared that it's not. I don't know. Little John. It's getting good! Can this thing work? I guess this thing's not gonna work. My guy.
Welcome back to the X-Gen Sports Complex here in Buffalo, New York. We got a great matchup this evening between the Binghamton Bulldogs and the Buffalo Extreme. This game is the second half of a home and home back-to-back as we are underway. Buffalo winning the opening tip, and Howard Washington firing off Brit, no good. These two teams came into last night's game both undefeated, with Binghamton coming out on top with a convincing victory. Ja'Kai Dotton led the way with 34 points. And we got some defense here on the sideline. Looks like we're whistled for a foul. So Binghamton will inbound. Binghamton in the white jerseys, Buffalo in the black jerseys. Long range three. That one's no good, but a foul is called on the floor. Looks like Ralph Williams hit the deck there and drew that foul. Ralph Williams, the point guard for Binghamton, will inbound from under the basket. Finds a shooter on the baseline. That shot is up and no good, and Washington pulls in the rebound. Buffalo pushing ahead, and baseline jumper is no good. So two of these teams, some of the best in the ABA, is definitely looking forward to a great matchup tonight. Buffalo certainly looking for revenge, and travel is called. That goes against Brandon Hathaway. So Du Bois off the dribble, right to the rack, and just rolling in and out. Still have not seen any buckets so far in this one. Long range triple is up and no good. Here's Ivy with the ball. Ivy swooping into the lane. Eating. Good. So Buffalo gets the scoring started for us. Rodney Hawkins with the flush off a nice feed from Ivy. Backing down in the post. And Ivy picks up the loose ball. Ivy passes ahead. Alley-oop attempt is just off. So that will be Washington inbounding from under the basket. Hawkins looking for some room on the baseline. He will not find any. He's able to find Du Bois in the corner. Buffalo's going to have to make something happen pretty soon. Driving to the cup, and it's no good, but whistle blown. And it looks like we're shooting free throws. So Javon McCray, applying some pressure on the rim, is rewarded with 2 free throws. He'll go to the line. And we're missing the first. Buffalo has shown a lot of dominance so far this year. Binghamton certainly, you have to say, the toughest opponent they've faced so far this season, and Binghamton got the better of them at home. Buffalo certainly looking to shift their fortunes back here at home where they are still undefeated. Free throw line jumper is blocked. Looks like we got a piece of that, and rewarded on the other end. Oh, up for the dunk was McCray, who got the block and unable to flush it home, but he will go to the line. So back to the line for McCray. Doesn't have a lot of starts with Buffalo this season, but certainly showing his aggression early on and willingness to attack the paint. Buffalo had a 15-game winning streak to start the season that was snapped. Binghamton, on the other hand, now 12-0. These two teams, rivals, playing in the same division. So this game certainly holds a lot of weight moving forward. And Buffalo gets a turnover at half court. And ahead to Ivy with the layup. It's good. Heads up defense.
That's not the right score.
That should be a 3-point play.
It's 6-0.
And it looks like we're getting a stoppage to figure out exactly.
The clock out. 6-0. 6-0.
So 8-0 Buffalo here in the early going. Binghamton looking for their first basket, moving the ball around pretty well. Corner 3-point shot is up and in. Brandon Hathaway sticks the triple and gets the scoring started for Binghamton this evening. Ivy to Washington. Washington has his drive cut off. Long triple for Du Bois. It's off the back rim, no good. But Ivy hauls in the miss. Du Bois on the drive. Attacks a paint. It's swatted. Derek Hart got all of that one. And on the other end, nice pass from Binghamton and one. Derek Hart on the other end. Back and forth, Binghamton goes, moving the ball around, and they're rewarded. Hart will go to the line for a 3-point play. So we get a timeout on the floor. Buffalo leading 8-5 here in the early going. We'll be right back here on SFPN.
It is not 8-5. It should be 6-5. Yeah, I guess they're not going to change it now. All right. Let's go with the flow, I guess. Let's go with the flow. I don't know what's going on anymore, but let's go with it. I don't know.
So Hart converts the 3-point play out of the timeout. And just like that,
Should be 6-6.
Binghamton trimmed their deficit down to 2. Buffalo, good ball movement. Ivy, mid-range shot fading away, no good. Washington pulls in the rebound, spins baseline. Shot is blocked out of bounds or stripped before he could get the shot off. So Buffalo will inbound. And driving into the lane, that is rejected. You cannot go in there. Hart got all of that. Certainly a fierce rim protector for this Binghamton defense. And here's Hart on the post again, backing down his defender, looking for some help. Back out. 3-point shot is up and no good. Tipped around, fought for it. Excellent effort. And Ted Hinnenkamp puts it in. So we're all knotted up here. 8-0 run from Binghamton to tie it. Washington, baseline, up and no good. Rebound, Golda puts it in. Excuse me. Park with the putback. John Park. Here's Williams driving, off balance layup, no good. And I don't know how Ivy got out of that, but was able to find Howard Washington, who sticks the triple on the other end. Ivy with a little masterful creation to get some separation among the trees and find the open shooter. Nifty look there. Long range three is no good. Park pulls in the miss. Here's Ivy coming ahead with the ball. Feeling himself. Long three. That's no good. So a couple healthy exchanges, some deep threes from both sides. Certainly both sides are capable and have range. Something to look out for in this one. And that pass, a little miscommunication there as Hathaway throws it away into the Buffalo bench. Ivy pump fakes in the lane, spins, looks for help, finds Park. Park driving to the cup, and he banks it off the glass. Good take from Park. Buffalo getting out to a little run of their own. We've exchanged runs here, and nice little floater hook shot from Hart stops that 7-0 run. That's a long two that is off the rim, almost rolled over the backboard, but is in the hands of Binghamton and Ralph Williams with the ball. Hart backing down on the post, loses the ball. Buffalo with the turnover, looking the other way. Jones finds them help, and looks like Binghamton got a piece of it, so we're out of bounds staying on this end. And right out of the inbounds, good look from three, just unable to convert. Fortunate there for Binghamton, a bit of lapse in defense to allow a wide open three off the inbounds, but unable to capitalize on the other end. And here's Buffalo back with the basketball. Ivy driving into the lane. Nice feed to Jones, and Jones called for the travel. Took a couple steps before he got that dribble down. Maybe was not expecting that pass from Ivy. It was a little deceptive, Ivy, with a bit of a no look there. Ball moving around, low post. Kicking back out, pump fake, gets Ivy way out of position. And the three-point shot is no good. Ivy tries to hit the home run to Park ahead. And Jones called for a foul in the backcourt. So a bit of an errant pass there from Ivy. And Jones whistled for the reach in as we get another timeout on the floor with Buffalo leading 15-10 in the first quarter. We'll be right back here on SFBN. So back out of the timeout, we have Binghamton with the basketball. Binghamton working inside out, and long range three sticks it. Jacob Beach showing off the range, all net.
Oh, there's 4 points in this stuff.
A nice cut baseline, DuBois, and good find from Fagan. Nice little action from Buffalo there, finding the cutter right to the cup. Oh, a spin move, driving, baseline, foul called. Ralph Williams with an aggressive push to the rack. And Ralph Williams coming off a great game last night against Buffalo, working his way to the line there. Had 20 points and dropped 9 dimes. Ralph Williams listed at 5'8". Certainly plays bigger than that. Is fearless, and he will go right to the rack. So Williams sticks both, and Washington will bring the ball up the court. Buffalo leading by 1 in this one. Washington with the triple. Yes, sir! Howard Washington. 2 triples in the first quarter here, starting to find his shot. Aggressive ball pressure from Fagan, almost got the steal. Oh, and that is swatted out of bounds. Devon McCray says, get that out of here.
I can't get it out of here.
So Binghamton
No way.
goes, oh, and another rejection from Park. It's a block party here in Buffalo. Washington drawing some attention from the defense. He'll pull. That one's off. Rebound hauled in. Washington the cutter. Right to the rim. No, but the rebound is up and good for McCray. And nice find underneath. Unable to finish. Looking for some help. Trapped down underneath. And Binghamton will swing the ball around. Pump fake floater in the lane. No good. Park pulls in the mess. Here comes Washington. Washington with the oop to Fagan, who wasn't ready for it. And Buffalo throwing the ball around. Looks like a backcourt violation. So a bit of a wasted opportunity there for Buffalo. Shifty moves there. Driving and free throw line jumper is no good. That was Hathaway on the shot attempt. Ball rolls around and Buffalo picks it up. So seeing a lot of Howard Washington bringing the ball up the court so far in this one, and he will pull his own shot around the free throw line. No good. Rebound tipped up and in. Javon McCray doing work down low today. Cleans up the trash, and Buffalo extends to an 8-point lead. Trying to get some penetration off the dribble, and whistle blows. Looks like the call is going against Buffalo on a reach-in. They disagree, seem to think that they got a clean strip. It should be their ball, but referees do not see it that way, so Ralph Williams will inbound from the sideline. Buffalo applying a lot of pressure beyond the arc. And that pump fake gets him. And another errant pass from Hathaway, expecting a shooter in that corner that was not there. So, not much time remaining in this quarter. Shot clock unplugged. Buffalo can hold for the last shot. There's 12 seconds remaining. Moving the ball around. Washington gets a screen. Good ball movement. Finding a man underneath is good. Devon McCray having himself a great first quarter, and Buffalo sticks it at the buzzer. We get to the end of the first quarter with Buffalo leading 26-16 here in this rematch. We'll be right back for second quarter action here on SFBN. So we're back for second quarter action here. Buffalo Extreme leading 26-16. And with the ball, Dubois feeds down low. Nice layup. Rodney Hawkins with a little off balance look and a nice feed from Dubois. Buffalo gets our scoring started here in the second quarter. Buffalo certainly coming out with a lot of motivation in this one after dropping the first of this back-to-back series against Binghamton. Long range triple is no good. And Buffalo pulls in the miss. Dubois hoists the three. That's no good. Rebound Hawkins. He'll pull. That one's all net. Rodney Hawkins with a smooth shot from mid-range. Buffalo extending their lead to 14. Feeding on the low block. Not seeing what he liked. Has to kick it back out. Shot clock running down. They're going to have to throw something up. And great defense from Buffalo. Forces a bad shot, and here they come the other way. Ivy finds Washington. To the corner. Dubois, three-point shot. It's good. Binghamton certainly experiencing some frustration on the offensive end as Buffalo is throwing bodies at guys just all over the ball and driving to the rim, up and in. It's good. Ralph Williams and one. So Ralph Williams puts an end to that run. Binghamton desperately needed a bucket there. Try to hang in this one. and unable to get the free throw. Buffalo nearly fumbles it, but Ivy with the ball. Doing work. Floater. No good. Gets his own miss. Kicks it out. DuBois from the other corner. No good. Just so aggressive on the ball carrier. And what a tough finish. Ralph Williams. Washington off the dribble. Getting into the lane. Throws one up off the glass. Rebound is hauled in. And foul is called. That was Marcus Fagan doing work down low. And rewards his team with a trip to the free throw line. So Fagan will shoot 2. So no Buffalo players standing at the stripes, and that free throw misses everything. So Fagan not too happy about that one. I think he just needs his teammates nearby to support him. Second one rolls out. So Fagan has not had the best season shooting free throws so far. And the struggles continue as he goes 0 for 2 at the line. That mid-range 2 is pulled by Ralph Williams. It's no good. And here comes John Ivy. Ivy with a head full of steam. Kicks out. Jones, 3-point shot is no good. On the break, Binghamton. And that shot is denied. And Ivy ahead to Jones. And Jones does not get the layup to go. Had a clear shot to the rim and couldn't finish. A near highlight for Buffalo, and 3 men down low putting pressure on Derek Hart. Foul is called. Shot does not go, so Hart will go to the line to shoot 2. So Hart seeing a lot of action. He's 6'8", and that interesting shooting form. Almost like a bit of a catapult. A common style you would see back in the day. Not as common in today's game, but effective enough to go 1 for 2 from the line. And here's Washington with a nice little step through the lane, banks it off glass, flexes his muscles as he heads back on defense. Howard Washington powering this offense. Certainly Binghamton making a point to find Hart down low and work from there. Hart kicks it out. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Pump fake. They're going to need something to go. Hart finds a baseline cutter that's swatted and denied. John Park with the rejection. It's out of bounds and not much time left on the shot clock. Looks like the shot clock operator is trying to fix the clock right now to make sure we have the correct time on the shot clock. Should be 1 second left, if that. But we will get a timeout. So we'll be right back here on SFBN after this. So 1 second to get a shot off, and they do. Oh, and it looks like it tipped off of a Buffalo player with a shot clock reset. So bailout there for Binghamton. Buffalo arguing that it did not go off of them, that it in fact went off a Binghamton player. But Binghamton will have 14 seconds now to shoot. And here they go, back to the post. Triple team, down under. Ball is stripped, and Buffalo's out with it. Ivy to Park, layup. Oh, it rolls around, but tip-in is good. Rodney Hawkins cleaning up the mess. Buffalo doing a great job on the offensive glass tonight. That pass nearly intercepted by Washington. Driving into the lane. Contested shot. Tip is no good. Offensive rebound. So much pressure underneath. Buffalo not giving an inch close to the rim. Forcing Binghamton to really work from the outside. They are not going to get beaten on the inside tonight. That is a clear statement of this team. So Binghamton trying to inbound. Needs to find someone quickly, and it's nearly turned over. Get a little sloppy with it, but the three-point shot up and no good. So reach in as Ivy was working in transition. That was Ralph Williams caught with his hands in the cookie jar. Couple substitutions here as Buffalo looking to inbound the ball. And here's Karan DeBoy with the basketball coming off the screen. And that pass intercepted. We got a one-on-one going the other way. Has to pull it back out. Defense just to keep a free layup. And from the corner, three-point shot is up and in. DeBoy cutting baseline. Oh, could not find him in time. Lost his defender, but unfortunately, McCray did not see it. Ivy, pump fake. Oh, and that is stripped. And here comes Binghamton the other way with numbers. Moving the ball around. Three-point shot from the corner is no good. Walker on the take. And trying to get the ball ahead. Ends up in Ivy's hands from the corner. Open shot, no good. Foul called on the floor. So Buffalo will keep the basketball. DeBoy hoists the triple. That one's no good. Rebound Fagan working off the defender, and a layup is good. Fagan with a tough take, tough finish. That three-point shot is good. Binghamton heating up from beyond the arc. They're saying if you force me outside I will go. The threes are starting to rain. We all know what can happen if Buffalo gets going from beyond the arc themselves. DeBoy in a little bit of trouble, kicks it back out. Feed down low. In the post. Foul is called. Javon McCray forcing the issue. So McCray to the line to shoot two. Having a discussion with Ivy before he shoots. First one is no good. So Howard Washington checks in for Ivy. Washington has a quick word for McCray, as McCray goes 1 for 2 at the line. So Binghamton trying to move quickly, and they are rewarded. Ted Hinnenkamp slithers his way through the defense before they can really get set up. Almost lost the ball, but it worked out in his favor. Kind of just fell into his lap. Gambled on the steal. Someone's open. Driving into the lane. Whistle called. So Buffalo will be inbounding. That was a call on the floor, not a shooting foul. Finding Washington. Du Bois called for the travel. Had too many feet moving before he decided to go on that drive. So Buffalo leading in this one by 11. Getting off to a better start than before. Had a rough first half against Binghamton yesterday. Got caught down early and just had to fight an uphill battle ever since. So much better start in this one. Trying to end Binghamton's undefeated season. Long two, no good. Buffalo with their own miss. Washington pulls a deep triple. That one's no good. Ball is kicked around, and it will go to Binghamton. So we get another timeout on the floor with 3:40 remaining in the first half. Buffalo leading Binghamton 40-29. We'll be right back. So out of the timeout, Binghamton looking to get back into this one. Undefeated season on the line, trailing by 11 at Buffalo. In the white jerseys, moving the ball around. Pump fake, drive, baseline. That's deflected, but just able to get it out to some help. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Long three is no good. Nearly goes. Park pulls it in, and Washington brings the ball up the court. Fagan sealing his defender. Looking for some help. Du Bois with the basketball. Spins into some trouble. Whistle blows. Looks like a reach-in foul. So Buffalo will inbound with a fresh shot clock. Oh, pardon me. Pardon me, a turnover. So I might have caught Du Bois stepping out of bounds. Regardless, on the other end, Binghamton sticks a triple. Binghamton pulls in single digits. Park, long three, no good. Park certainly with the range for that shot, just not that time. And Park alters that shot down low. Looks like it went off of him or a nearby Buffalo defender, so ball will stay on this side of the court. We get another timeout on the floor. Buffalo leading by 8. We'll be right back. We are back in Binghamton. Get some action swinging the ball around, nearly throws it away. Got a couple of errant passes so far this evening, putting a lot of pressure on the ball up top. Triple, no good. Park pulls in the miss. That was Ralph Williams on the take. Washington to Park. Park driving, cut off, looking for some help. And DuBois underneath, wide open, pump fake. Almost got the defender flying past him, but just able to position himself to force a foul. So good foul by Binghamton. Nearly gave up a free layup there. Better to make him earn it at the line. So good defensive effort there. DuBois makes the first. And DuBois calmly sticks them both, so it's a moot point. Just under 2 minutes remaining in the first half here. Buffalo leading by 10. Driving baseline, three. Thought that shot was going to go. Long triple instead. That one's no good. Intentionally thought that that three-point corner shot was going up, but it did not go. This one will. DuBois, and it's no good. DuBois gets his own miss. Long rebound. Park screens up top. DuBois trying to work baseline. Looking for some help. Almost throws it away. Howard Washington saves it before it goes out of bounds. Here's Ivy. Loses his defender. Puts it up, and it's just off. Would have been a great highlight. Ivy really snatched his ankles. And Binghamton can't get it to go the other way. Good defense underneath. And Ivy goes coast to coast, but can't get it to go. Whistle on the floor. Binghamton not happy with the call. So not a shooting foul. Sideline out of bounds. 37 seconds remaining in the half. So 2-for-1 opportunity here for Buffalo, leading by 10. They can get a shot off quickly. And that they will do. Park pulls the three. No good. So 8-second difference between shot clock and game clock here. Long triple is no good, and Park pulls it in, and Buffalo can hold for the last shot. So Ivy will let the clock run out a bit. There are 10 seconds remaining. DuBois hands off to Park. Ivy almost put his defender on the ground, but he gets a foul called. And it looks like Binghamton's over the limit. So Ivy will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. First one is up and in. So just a couple seconds remaining in an interesting sequence here. See what Binghamton can draw up. Ivy sticks both. And we'll get a timeout. So Binghamton with just about a second to work with. Yeah, 2 seconds. Seeing if they could draw up a quick shot before the buzzer. So a lot of defensive action early in this one. Buffalo certainly showing a lot of prowess around the rim. Binghamton's been trying to get Derek Hart going down low, and Derek Hart has got a few shots to go, but overall has been struggling. Buffalo more than willing to send multiple bodies at Hart to make sure he doesn't get a clean look off and forcing them to kind of work from the outside. Binghamton would prefer to work on the inside. But advancing the ball with 2 seconds left, see if Binghamton can get something to go right before the buzzer. Inbound is fouled on the inbound. 1 second ticks off the clock. So a foul to give. The foul did not happen before the inbound, so the ball was deemed to be inbounded. So now just 0.9 makes it a little more difficult to see if they can get a shot off. Looks like the referees are discussing whether or not that foul occurred before or after the inbounds, which may make a difference. And Buffalo arguing for a possible illegal screen. And they get it in. Shot is up and no good. So decent look before the half. Does not fall. Buffalo with a much better start in the first half with this one. Leading 44-32 after 1 half of action. Here at XGen Sports Complex in Buffalo, New York. We'll be right back here on SFBN for some second half action. So we are back for the second half of basketball. Great matchup here tonight between the Binghamton Bulldogs visiting the Buffalo Extreme. Two of the top teams in the ABA squaring off for a doubleheader home and home as offensive goaltending is called. And it'll be going the other way. So don't, or rather count the basket. My apologies. So defensive goaltending, basket interference. Buffalo awarded the 2 points. Buffalo in black jerseys, Binghamton in white. Ralph Williams in rhythm, buries a triple. Ralph Williams coming off a good game last night. Binghamton, as you may have heard earlier in the program, ended Buffalo's undefeated start to the season. Buffalo was 15 and 0 before last night. Binghamton knocked them off. And good ball movement, but unable to get that to go. Good defense underneath. That was Rodney Hawkins. And Washington, with a lot of space, pulls a long two. It's no good. Coming off the screen, firing a three-point shot. It's good. Ralph Williams, back-to-back triples, is heating up to start this second half. Nice find, Ivy. Oh, and that is denied. Ivy tried a reverse layup, and it was sniffed out. But a foul is called on the attempt. Looks like they didn't get all ball. Caught a little bit of the arm there. So Ivy will be going to the line to shoot 2 free throws. First shot for Ivy is up and in. So if you look at the ABA East White Division, Buffalo and Binghamton sitting at the top. Binghamton with an undefeated season on the line, 12-0 start for them. Currently trailing by 10 points, going to need to fight to keep that hope alive. Pump fakes a three, back down in the post, looking for some help. Oh, another errant pass. It seems like Binghamton's just been a little bit out of sync with some of these passes, expecting their guy to be in a position that he's not. They've thrown 3 passes into the bleachers. And nice find by Ivy off a pump fake to find Hawkins, but unfortunately, Hawkins can't get it to go. But last touched by Binghamton, so Buffalo will maintain possession. Du Bois thought about it. Finds Hawkins. Hawkins to Washington on the other corner. Washington drives, puts up the 2. It's good. Howard Washington in rhythm. Nice shot. And swinging the ball around, long 3. That's no good. Brent Williams on the attempt. Howard Washington off the screen, takes the bump to Du Bois, driving, and gets it to go. Du Bois, quick and decisive, right to the rack. Rolls in a 2 off the glass. Buffalo leads by 14, and Williams will pull. That one is no good. Ivy getting past a bit of backcourt pressure. Has a defender on his back. Finds Hawkins fading away. That one's no good. Nifty little pass there from Ivy behind the back. Just Hawkins unable to convert. Decent mid-range game of his own. That one no good, and Hawkins pulls it in. So Washington to Du Bois. They're trying to get the ball down low. Bit of pressure and nearly turned over. And saved McCray to Hawkins, and Hawkins puts in the 2. So Binghamton gambled a little on the steal, almost came up with it, but it did leave Hawkins open under the basket, and they get the long offensive rebound. Williams, no, again. So 2 shots, driving again baseline, another offensive rebound for Binghamton, but foul is called. That was Brandon Hathaway trying to save it from going out of bounds. Looks like he got a little contact. So we will get a timeout on the floor with Buffalo leading Binghamton 54-38. So quickly, Binghamton able to get a shot off, almost caught Buffalo napping. And Jones passing up a triple, getting under the basket, trying to win amongst the trees. It's no good. That was Rodney Hawkins trying to go up against Derek Hart, the big man for Binghamton, who says no. Get that out of here. Whistle called. Looks like Jones flagged for the reach-in on Williams. Williams right to Hart, and Jones was all over that, and he's going the other way. Hands it off to Du Bois. Layup is good. Quick hands from Aaron Jones converts into 2 points. A nice find. Du Bois applying a little pressure, gets whistled. Does not like the call. I thought he was playing some pretty tough defense myself, but whistled nonetheless. So Brent Williams, will inbound from the sideline. Binghamton trailing by 18. Need to get back into this one. Buffalo is going to need to keep their foot on the gas defensively. Certainly doing a great job locking down so far tonight. But Jimmy Walker going right to the hole, lays in the 2. Jones kind of gets caught on his pivot foot, almost does a split, is able to find some help and resets out to Washington. To Du Bois. 3-point shot is good. Karan Du Bois. Buffalo back up 19. Williams finds Hart. Hart kicks it back out. And travel. Too much movement with the foot. Jimmy Walker arguing that he did not pick up his pivot foot, but refs are not having it. Looks like head coach Vince Spruill is arguing the same, but the call was made. Travel. So it's Buffalo basketball. They lead 19. Ivy with the ball finds Park. Trying to bump his way baseline. Off that pivot foot. Turns around. No good. trying to tie up the defender in the backcourt and nearly get a jump ball out of it, but Binghamton able to break the press and finding the cutter, streaking to the basket is Jimmy Walker. So good ball movement there from Binghamton, taking advantage of some of that backcourt defense from Buffalo. On the other end, Du Bois steps into a rhythm shot, and oh my, nearly a jam putback from Fagan. And on the other end, Williams pulls a long three, no good. Buffalo with a 17-point lead, trying to add on. Fagan kicks out to Ivy. Ivy pump fakes, spins around, drives in the lane, a little out of control. Kick out, three-point shot is up and no good. And whistle blows. It looks like it was against Binghamton as Park went up to get the rebound. Looked like they might have an over-the-back call, and that is indeed what they called. So Buffalo will maintain possession on this side of the court. Du Bois to inbound. Finds Fagan. Fagan looking for help. Ivy off the screen. Nice feed to Fagan, who puts it in. Slick bounce pass from John Ivy to find the cutter. Williams to Williams. And foul is called. Foul is called, and that will be Williams to the line shooting two. Pardon me, not Williams. That is Dotton. Dotton coming off a big performance last night, 34 points. And unable to get that one to go. Ivy taking his time, directing traffic. Feeds it. Du Bois drives. And one. Karan Du Bois. So Du Bois converts the three-point play. So Buffalo has drawn out to a 22-point lead. Of a different tune. And driving and one. Nice finish, Ralph Williams, and he'll go to the line to shoot two. Sorry, he'll go to the line to complete the three-point play. Bit of a trap in the backcourt there. Binghamton trying to force some pressure, and they get the turnover. So the lamp is on for Binghamton. Next shot is worth a bonus point, which could be huge. Trailing by 19. Driving to the cup, layup, no good. We're staying on this end. A bit of a spill in the front row. Poor kid took a little bit of had to absorb some of that fall. Certainly sitting close to the action. Feel like you're part of the game there. Hopefully he's all right. So we go to a timeout. The lamp is still lit. Definitely a big possession coming up here for Binghamton. Trailing by 19 in this one. The game's kind of been slowly slipping out of their grasp. You know, you have an opportunity here to really have a big trip down the floor coming off a made basket. With the bonus point here, you got to think a 4-point shot really puts you back into this one. So curious to see what the coach draws up here. You definitely don't want to waste this opportunity. Undefeated season on the line. And oh man, find a wide open man right under the basket for a 3-point layup, and he just smokes it. And on the other end, putback is good. Dramatic turn of events there. Javon McCray gets the putback, and I'm in shock at that layup miss. And the miss is compiling there. So Buffalo back out to a 21-point advantage. DuBois drives, puts it in, and one. Karan DuBois shouldering some offensive load tonight for Buffalo. Going for another 3-point play, and Buffalo's starting to pull away. And convert he does. Binghamton, corner, triple. That's good. Brent Williams. Went to college at South Carolina. Certainly has a nice 3-point shot. And that shot is no good. That was McCray on the attempt. Fagan almost able to put it back, but knocks it out of bounds. So we're going back the other way with Binghamton. Another shot from the corner. Why not? Back-to-back. Foul called. They said McCray got in his landing space. Certainly embellished a bit. But a foul one way or the other, as David Blanks will go to the line to shoot 3. McCray not happy with it, but he knows he made a mistake. First one, however, no good. Second one, no good. And I think Buffalo forgot for a second. A few more to go. Another one more to go. So 1 for 3 at the line. Not the worst outcome for a foul there. 20-point advantage still for Buffalo. DuBois hoists a triple on the other end. No. Whistle called. It looks like Buffalo stepped out of bounds on that rebound attempt. So Binghamton basketball. Williams kicks it out. 3-point shot is good. Hinnenkamp buries a triple. to the corner. Buffalo taking their time. Ivy at the top of the key slows it down. Trying to run a set. Du Bois cuts out. Off the screen. Ivy pulls it himself. That one rolls out. And looks like he was pushed out of bounds. So that call is going against Buffalo for certain. And it will be Binghamton basketball. And a technical foul has been assessed. Against Buffalo. So Binghamton will be going to the line to shoot a technical free throw. That is Ralph Williams. Who makes the first and who's shooting another. So a 2-shot technical. And Williams makes both. So certainly not ideal for Buffalo there as you're trying to create some separation. Maybe just a glimmer of hope open for a comeback here from Binghamton, who's trying to keep their undefeated season alive. As we get a stoppage in play here, head coach Vince Speruli is talking to the scorers table, and it looks like we'll inbound again. Might have been an issue with the clock or the score. Not exactly sure. But we will get John Park subbing in for John Ivy. So Ivy gets a breather before the fourth quarter starts. They'll certainly need him. So a 3-point shot up and no good. It looks like they corrected the score. So Binghamton down 15 and nice layup on the other end. Buffalo moving quickly off of that miss. Converts. And whistle on the floor. So sideline. Oh, rather, it will be free throws. First free throw is good for Ralph Williams. Two for two at the line. So Buffalo looking to respond here. Nice work to get it to Park underneath. Layup is no good. Just kind of couldn't get it past the contest. Wasn't even blocked. And a long triple for Williams is no good. But an offensive rebound, kick out to the corner. That 3-point shot is up and no good. Du Bois pulls in the miss. Nearly gets the ball taken from behind. Able to get it to Washington. Washington certainly looking for his shot here, and he will take it. No good. Ball is last touched by Binghamton. And nice cut from Du Bois. Nice find from Hawkins. Streaking to the cup as we get to 15 seconds left here in the third quarter. Binghamton likely holding for the last shot. Kick out. 3-point shot is up and no good. Buffalo will have an opportunity. 3 seconds left to get a shot off. Ahead to Du Bois. He heaves. No good. So Buffalo with another impressive quarter. They lead going into the fourth quarter, 73-56. We'll be right back here on SFBN for some fourth quarter action. So, fourth quarter action and a big competition here between two of the top seeds in their division, as that three-point shot is up and in. So, Binghamton quickly getting points here in the fourth quarter, as they're going to need to mount a serious comeback, as Park right to the basket puts it in. So Brent Williams getting a bit of on-ball pressure, able to put up a tough shot and makes it. Brent Williams, impressive take. Oh, nice find to Park underneath. Whistled. And he will go to the line. He's arguing. Yes, it is a shooting foul. So Park will go to the line to shoot two. And first one's off the front of the rim and no good. Oh, Park splits a pair at the line. In his dribble, driving into the lane. Oh, that's denied. Rodney Hawkins is all over that one. Didn't even have to leave his feet to block that shot. Here comes Washington. Washington with the ball. Off a screen. Has some separation. Gets into a dance. Pulls a triple. No good. So here we go back the other way. Binghamton trying to cut into this deficit. Thought about taking a long step back three. Thought better of it. And nice little spin move to get a decent shot off, but can't get it to go. Buffalo hanging on to a 15-point advantage here in the fourth quarter. To Hawkins, back to Washington. DuBois pulls it too. That's no good. Rebound put up and can't get it to go. Hawkins, who's had a pretty good night on the glass. Trailer three-point shot, no good. Offensive rebound, put up and in. Jimmy Walker. Binghamton cutting into this deficit. They do not want to see this undefeated season end. In the lane, driving, foul called. That's Buffalo to the line to shoot two. So first free throw is no good. And 1 for 2 at the line. So Binghamton hanging around in this one, trying to claw their way back in. And decent look at the rim, just can't get it to go. That was Walker, who's been pretty solid around the rim all night long. Alley-oop attempt, no good. Whistle blows. Looks like they stepped out of bounds. So no time really off the clock there on that possession, and it's back in Binghamton's hands. 3-point shot, no good, but offensive rebound. Spin move, no. Gets it to go. So Jimmy Walker. And Buffalo kind of playing around with the ball here under the rim. Look a little off balance at the moment. So we get a timeout on the floor. The score is 77-65. We'll be right back after this. So we are back. Buffalo with the basketball, leading by 12. Their lead has been trimmed down at one point, led by 21. And a charge is called. Howard Washington is very unhappy with that call. And the other way, 3-point shot, no good. So Ralph Williams draws the charge, gets a decent look for three, and can't stick it, which certainly would have sent a shock to Buffalo. Whistle goes underneath. Hawkins trying to work underneath, gets tangled up. They're drying off the court underneath the basket. Washington will inbound. Right to the cup. It's denied. Buffalo gets their own miss, puts it up, it rattles around and good. Rodney Hawkins gets the mid-range to go. Shooter's touch off the front rim, rolls in. Kicking out Williams, doing a little dribbling. Looking for some help, falls out of bounds. Washington called for the foul. He's very upset with that call. Thought he held his ground there, and it seemed like Williams just kind of threw himself off of Washington. Hard to really say, but Williams got the better of Washington on the past two calls. So we'll get a timeout here on the floor. Buffalo hanging on to a lead in this one. We'll be right back. So Binghamton with a chance here, cutting into the lead. Turnaround shot is good. Brandon Hathaway sticks it. As this game gets a little bit tighter down the stretch. To the corner. Hawkins pulls a mid-range. That's all air. And last touch by Buffalo, so Binghamton's moving quickly. Right to the cup, no good. Long rebound, fought for, a little bit of pushing and shoving. 3-point shot, no good. Buffalo able to pull it in. So Jimmy Walker on the attempt, unable to get his own miss there. Buffalo needs some points. Washington pulls, foul call, shooting foul. Washington to the line to shoot 2. First one is good. So much needed points there as Binghamton's been cutting into this deficit. Only 1 for 2 at the line. Binghamton right to the cup. It's good. I'll tell you what, Ralph Williams has really got it going for Binghamton tonight. He's been tough to stop. Ivy's got a defender on his back. Has a little bit of space, but decides to back it back out and spread the floor. Take some time off the clock and look for a good shot. Washington drives into the lane. Finds a man underneath. It's good. Devon McCray with a dunk. Layup, tough finish. Binghamton just with another response. Just quickly moving, quickly scoring points. Washington pulls a triple. That misses. Buffalo fortunate enough to keep possession here. Certainly going to want to try to work some clock, get a good shot off. Inbound to McCray. McCray off the dribble, spin move, off balance, foul called. Oh, travel called. McCray on the deck. You got 3 Buffalo defenders trying to make their way up the court. A little out of position there. Binghamton trying to take advantage. 3-point shot is up and, oh, just rattles out. That was Brandon Hathaway. That would have been a big shot there. And Ivy turns it over. They went back a little slowly here. Binghamton can trim the deficit to single digits. This shot is up and good. Ralph Williams having himself a night. So the lead is down to 8 points. There's still a lot of time left in this one. Buffalo calls timeout. We'll be right back here in the 4th quarter on SFBN. So Binghamton has cut into this deficit here in the fourth quarter. At one point, trailing by 21 points, trimmed it down to 8, applying a lot of pressure on the ball. Ivy driving baseline right to the cup. He rolls it in. Big bucket from John Ivy there as Buffalo needed one. Step back into the 3. It's good. Ralph Williams having a night.
Let's go. Let's run it. Let's run it.
Looks like he ruled his foot was on the line, so it's a 2. Ivy, what a pass to find Washington. Gets in the lane, dumps it off, foul called. Binghamton is furious with the call. Thought they had the ball tied up, but it will be Javon McCray going to the line to shoot 2. I'm curious. I thought Ralph Williams had made a 3-point shot. He certainly stepped back, and a big first miss there for McCray. And much needed free throws here down the stretch. Official ruling it a 2-pointer. An impressive shot nonetheless, as Ralph Williams has got it firing on all cylinders.
Let's go.
And 0 for 2 at the line, but Park with a big rebound. And Buffalo will pull it back out, use some clock, and try to get another shot off. And they turn it over. So here comes Binghamton with numbers. Cutting to the cup. Oh, it's denied. Second attempt. Out of bounds. Buffalo with a defensive stand. Washington. They break the press. Ivy, pump fakes. Drives. Gets to the cup. Lays it in. John Ivy, and 1.
God, this kid's good. This kid is good.
John Ivy when they needed it most. Quick first step right to the cup, and 1. 3-point play opportunity would be huge for Buffalo here. And convert it he does. Still plenty of time in this one. 4 minutes remaining. Binghamton making a charge. Williams fading away. Williams can't miss. Ivy to Du Bois.
Back to Ivy. Come on.
Ivy, ISO dribble. Hands it off. Park. Drives. Looks for some help. Time running low. Has to put it up. No. Good defensive stand from Binghamton. Here they come. Williams right to the rack. Can't get it to go, but a foul is called. We get a timeout and a thrilling one here in the fourth quarter. Buffalo leading this 87-78. We'll be right back after this. We are back here in the fourth quarter. A great matchup between two of the top teams in the ABA, the Buffalo Extreme hosting the Binghamton Bulldogs. Binghamton undefeated 12-0 on the season in the same division as Buffalo, who's 15-1. They just squared off last night. Binghamton at Binghamton. Binghamton holding serve on their home court. Buffalo looking to hold serve here and put an end to Binghamton's undefeated season. First free throw is good. That's Dotton at the line. Binghamton at one point trailing this by 21 points has stormed back in this one to make it a game. And both free throws at the line are good. So Buffalo holding on to a 7-point advantage here with just over 3 minutes remaining. Ivy downhill, right to the rack, throws it up. It's no good. No good. And here comes Binghamton. Spinning, Williams kicks it out. 3-point shot is up. No good. Offensive rebound. Foul is called. Jimmy Walker with a huge offensive rebound. Foul called on the floor. Goes against Rodney Hawkins. Reaching in. So Williams to inbound from under the basket. Big possession here. And they throw it away nearly. Oh, my. Jimmy Walker not ready for that pass, and a huge break for Buffalo there as Binghamton just throws the ball away off the inbound. Looks like Walker might have slipped a bit. Not sure, but Buffalo will have possession. Under 3 minutes remaining. Buffalo holding on to a 7-point lead. Here's Washington. Washington in the lane, puts up a tough shot. That had no chance. And here comes Binghamton on the fast break. Layup up and good. Dotton puts that one in. 6-point advantage. Buffalo working fast. No. And it stays with Buffalo. Buffalo only holding on to a 5-point lead. Ivy taking his time here. Feeds down low. McCray puts it up. No good. Tip is good. Javon McCray with a huge bucket underneath. Oh, and it was offensive goaltending. Offensive goaltending. So basket is no good. Wow. So it's still a 5-point lead for Buffalo with just over 2 minutes remaining. Screws coming loose for Buffalo here. Need a stop. 3-point shot from the corner. Rattles around. No. Fagan pulls it in. Ahead to DuBois. Buffalo trying to score fast. DuBois puts it in. Karan DuBois with a big bucket. So we will get a timeout with just under 2 minutes remaining. Buffalo leading 89-82. So Karanda Boy with another clutch and one bucket when Buffalo needed it. Here he is at the line with a big free throw to try to put Buffalo up by 8 points. Karanda Boy is the boy. So still not over. Plenty of time. Dotton kicks out. 3-point shot is up. No good. Park pulls in the miss. Here's Washington. They'll slow it down. Or they won't. Alley-oop! Park can't get it to go. What a highlight that would have been. You're waiting for Buffalo to slow it down, but they only know one speed, and that's go. Dotton drives, whistle blown. They will inbound. Binghamton needs to work fast here if they want to get back into this one. Layup is no good, but a foul is called. That's Jimmy Walker forcing the issue. So Jimmy Walker will go to the line or not. They're having a discussion on the floor right now as to what the call is. It looks like a technical foul was assessed. Oh my goodness. So Ralph Williams is at the line. This is huge. And Williams sticks the first. This is a huge opportunity for Binghamton here. And he makes both. And now Jimmy Walker will go to the line to shoot 2 of his own. So a potential 4-point trip down the floor with the second technical foul issued to Buffalo tonight. All 4 technical free throws have been converted. They're having a discussion right now between the referees and some of the players. Certainly a tense moment in this game. Big matchup with a lot of implications. So, Walker, big free throws. First one's good. Some nervous fans here at the X-Gen Sports Complex in Buffalo. Watching the screws slowly come loose of this Buffalo team all night long. Looking for a big stop or a heroic play. And Walker makes them both, so a 4-point trip down the floor, and they turn it over! They turn it over! And a whistle is called! Oh my goodness, in a backcourt turnover, both of these free throws are going to be worth 2 points! Unbelievable! Absolute shock here in Buffalo. Big free throws here for Ralph Williams. Misses the first. Ivy urging the fans to get loud in here, and it is loud in Buffalo. Williams makes the second. Quiets the crowd momentarily. So a third free throw here for Williams. Worth an extra point that can tie the game. And he does. 2 for 4 on the trip to the line. It's a 2-point game. Ivy with the ball. Ivy looking for help. DuBois. Top of the key. Ivy pump fakes. Kicks it out. DuBois for 3. Got it. Hurrah! Boy, it's a huge triple. Three-point shot from the corner. No good. Tip out. And Buffalo has it. Washington ahead. Coasting in. Layup good. 7-point Buffalo advantage. Binghamton needs to move fast. Thrown away. Oh, and a turnover in the backcourt. Lamp is on. Binghamton. Bonus point available. And they turn it back over. What a chaotic finish. Buffalo calls timeout. Leading by 7 with 28 seconds remaining. Ivy gesturing to the crowd to get loud. What an atmosphere here in Buffalo.
God, what a good game. What a good game. Extreme! Extreme!
So 28 seconds remaining. Shot clock still playing a factor in this one. Binghamton will put pressure in the backcourt, trying to force a turnover. And they get it into Ivy. Ivy immediately fouled. So it looks like Buffalo is in the bonus here. So Ivy will be going to the line to shoot 2. Big free throws here for Ivy. First one, no good. No good. So the lead's still 7 for Buffalo with less than 30 seconds remaining, but crazier things have happened. You definitely want all these free throws. Ivy goes 1 for 2 at the line, so ball back to Binghamton. Buffalo putting in some backcourt pressure.
Do not foul! I said do
And
not
Williams loses the ball, falls to the ground. Binghamton turns it over. Buffalo is hanging on, playing keep away. 7 seconds remaining. Ivy hanging on the ball. They're up by 8. Foul is called. It's a little too late, and Buffalo is going to win this one. Fans celebrating here in Buffalo with a huge win for the Buffalo Extreme as Ivy goes to the line for 2 free throws to put the icing on the cake. Exciting finish down the stretch here. Buffalo was able to pull out at the end, putting an end to Binghamton's undefeated bid for the season. Binghamton now falling to 12-1. Buffalo improving to 16-1. Ivy 2 for 2 at the line. Binghamton trying to move fast. Hoisted at the buzzer. And it's no good. They say They say basket counts, but it doesn't matter. Buffalo hangs on to win a thriller here. At one point with a 21-point lead, nearly threw it away. Got to give a lot of credit to Binghamton to really claw back into this one. Did not want to say quits on this undefeated season of theirs, but a great matchup as Buffalo and Binghamton split the home and home 1-1 as they both sit atop the East-White division in the ABA. For everyone here at SFBN, I'd like to thank you for tuning in to this edition of ABA basketball on your Sunday night. My name is Anthony Opramola. My producer, I'd like to thank Sean Riley. Everyone at SFBN, thank you very much and have a great rest of your night.